So they filmed most of Jurassic Park right here in Kauai, but that same year, 1992, Hurricane Iniki also showed up. It just decimated the island. Tore down some houses, ripped off a bunch of roofs, delimbed almost every tree on the island. Matter of fact, all the dead trees you see out here, the ones that couldn't quite recover after Iniki had come ashore. That was the strongest storm in recorded history out here in the Hawaiian Islands. Wind speeds at over 200 miles an hour in these same canyons. And it forced all those dinosaurs they were filming back into extinction. The magic of the garden keeps calling me back home, keeps calling me back home. Now, all of the Hanapepe Canyon here, and also Olo Kelly Canyon, which we'll see right next door, all this land here is actually private property, and it's owned by the Robinson family. The Robinsons, originally from Chicago, bought up all this land in the 1850s. They got it right from the Royal Hawaiian family here. And they got a pretty good deal on it, a little bit more than $1 an acre. So they bought about 50,000 acres, and here we are now, 7 generations later, all this land still in the Robinson family and pretty much unchanged from its original state, which is lucky for all of us. Not so far behind to give us just enough light to lay me down underneath the stars. Listen to Papa's translations of the stories across the sky. And you are on constellation. So Olo Kelly Canyon below us here, and just offshore, you could see the island of Niihau out there, kind of straight ahead. Nice clear day like today. Now, that's the island where you have to be at least a quarter Hawaiian to live there, and even to visit, you need some pretty extensive permission. So they're keeping it real out there, real Hawaiian style, out in Niihau. When they calm down, nothing ever feels the same. Sheltered under the pomone tree, waiting for the passing rain. Clouds keep moving to uncover the sea. Stars above us, chasing the day away to find the stories that we sometimes need. Listen close enough, all else fades away. And it was just another night, sunset and the moonrise, not so far behind to give us just enough light to lay down underneath the stars. Listen to all the translations of the stories across the sky. Drew our own constellation. All right, starting to see the Waimea Canyon unfold out ahead of us here, which is also sometimes called the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. But the name Waimea actually just means red water in Hawaiian. Now, the island of Kauai here is the oldest of the 8 major Hawaiian islands. It's about 5 million years old, whereas the big island over there on the opposite end of the chain is still brand new today. That's due to some plate tectonics going on here. But the Waimea Canyon here is a great example of what that age will do to a place. You have 5 million years of wind and lots of rain, also seismic events kind of carving away at things and sculpting the island into what we see now, which are some pretty dramatic landscapes. You won't really find anything like this in the other Hawaiian islands. The back of Po'omau Canyon here, you see Po'omau Falls to the right, Mohi'i Falls will be coming off our left, each one over 500 feet tall.
Down on the road, mountains so old, far on the countryside. Birds on the wings forget in their while, so I'm headed for the windward side. In all of your dreams, sometimes it just seems that I'm just along for the ride. Someday will cry because they have cried, but someone who's loved here died.
Out above the canyon here, you can see the Alakai Swamp. The island flattening out up here. It's the highest elevation swamp in the world, and it's kind of like a big wet sponge up here. Even if we don't get rain for a few weeks, we'll still have plenty of runoff coming out of the swamp into the canyon there. The ground is very saturated.
Build the hotels, my fathers and I once knew. Birds all along, sunlight at dawn, singing Waimanalo Blue.
These are troopers. Nobody losing their lunch, nobody falling asleep. That's all I really care about. All right, well, coming up here on a pretty well-known view, looking down Kalalau Valley towards the Nepali coast. Kind of a calendar shot here. Coming out of Kalalau Valley towards the Nepali coast, has to be one of the most spectacular stretches of coastline in the world. Couple nice beaches out here in Kalalau with the Kalalau Beach. A couple nice beaches out here on the Nepali coast. Kalalau Beach is the one on the left. Honopu Beach, the one to the right there. Honopu actually has an archway that goes through that small ridgeline. You can see some light shining through underneath there. You can walk right through that. Kind of an interesting landscape feature. Out above the beaches there, you can see the cathedrals. They kind of fluted mounted face. Stepping on back on the beach here. You see the open ceiling sea cave to our lower right. There's a big hole in the ground there. And off our left, a view inside the archway. And as you can see here, it's pretty good size. Probably big enough to fly through, but we'll have to save that for another time. Heading on into Honopu Valley here. Hawaiians used to live back in some of these valleys along the Nepali coast.